Okay, Joey, I see you, man.
At the age of 79, wow. He was known for hosting parties in the 70s and in the 80s in the Bronx, has been praised by legends as one of the first disc jockeys to use two turntables and spin two copies of the same record, which later became critical in mixing and scratching. Proclamation, and we're going to be hearing from some of these great artists.
Yeah. Council, City of New York Proclamation. New York City is more than 8 million rhythms strong, but for nearly 40 years a completely unique rhythm has galvanized into a signature style we know as hip-hop. Since its birth in the South Bronx in the 1970s, hip-hop has given those living in neighborhoods with abandoned buildings, crime and poverty, a means of escape in more ways than one. Today, hip-hop is an international multi-billion-dollar phenomenon and encompasses much more than music. Hip-hop has created a culture that incorporates ethnicity, art, politics, fashion, technology, and urban life. And whereas in the 1980s, hip-hop culture continued to evolve, with every generation in the 1990s had a meteoric rise and hit mainstream media and consumers, especially suburban youth. Staying true to its urban roots, lyrics were often informed by street smarts and street survival. As commercial and gangster rap gained more exposure, hip-hop culture as a whole was suddenly and mistakenly considered synonymous with many negative attributes, even though many hip-hop artists featured and continue to focus primarily on socially conscious and politically oriented lyrics. Hip-hop has now grown into an entire cultural movement that has changed generational thinking on everything from politics and race to art and language. And whereas today hip-hop continues to expand with subgenres, fusion forms, and regional variations on all of these, and its culture continues to influence people around the world. On this occasion, the Council of the City of New York is proud to recognize the original New York artists who planted the seeds for this global cultural revolution. Working together as the umbrella organization called Universal Zulu Nation, they plan to observe November 2014 as Hip Hop Month around the world. And they are currently working to open a museum promote the educational, communal, and historic perspective of hip-hop, where it all began. Now, therefore, be it known that the Council of the City of New York is proud to pay tribute to George Fabel Pabon, Pete DJ Jones, Grandmaster Kaz, Cutman LG, Rocky Bucano, Jazzy J, Joe Conzo, Kurtis Blow, Grand Wizard Theodore, Melle, Afrika Bambaataa, as the original legends of hip-hop, in recognition of their pioneering contributions to hip-hop culture in New York City and beyond.
Yes.
Melissa Margarito, speaker for the entire council, Fernando Cabrera, council member 14th District of Bronx, and many other members of the New York City Council.